Hello, it's Weekend Handicapper. I know a lot of you are brand new to horse racing. You're just learning about horse racing, learning how to bet horses and learning how to handicap. So it's inevitable that you're going to hear terms that you don't typically hear outside of horse racing, or those terms are unique and specific to horse racing. And in this video, we are going to learn one of those commonly used terms that you'll see all the time, and that term is maidens. So what does maidens mean? What does maiden mean? Well, if you're looking at your past performances, your track program, if you're watching horse racing on TV or online, it's inevitable you are going to hear the term maidens. And what that means is if you hear a horse is a maiden, or this race is for maidens, that means simply the horse has not won a race. So if you're looking in your program and if you see this horse is for maidens, that means no horse in that race has won a horse race yet. So they are maidens. And they will be maidens until they break their maiden. So if you hear the term break their maiden or break its maiden, that means the horse finally won. So let's, for example, on April 8th, horse so-and-so, she broke her maiden on April 8th. That means the horse won a race, finally won a race, its first race, on April 8th. So it broke its maiden, it won its race. So just associate maidens with not winning horse races. If you're a maiden until you win a horse race. Then once that moment, that race that horse won a race, it broke its maiden. And the reason that's important is because the bulk of races that you will see on a race card typically are maiden races. It's very common, day in, day out. At most tracks, there's going to be a lot of maiden races. And sure, those maidens aren't as classy as, like your Justifies, American Pharoah, and some of these superstar horses. They don't come from the big barns a lot of times or big name trainers, but you shouldn't discount them because a lot of times they offer more value from a wagering perspective and a chance to win more money at the maiden level than you do the grade one races, the big name races. Because those races are a lot of times very formful and favorites win, like Justify, American Pharoah. They win those sorts of races. Maidens offer you a chance to win quite a bit of money because long shots can win and some good payouts. All right, so now that we know what maidens are and what broke their maiden means, where do you see it? So if you're looking at a program, hopefully y'all can see this pretty good. So I just got a program here, and I got a few things circled. Well, the first thing you want to see or look at is the horse's lifetime earnings and lifetime stats. Look at all those zeros. This horse hadn't came in first, second, or third, right? This horse is a little better. It had a couple placings. But that right there, so if you're looking at your program, it'll be in your top, typically, or past performances, top right-hand corner is the lifetime record. So if you see a lot of zeros, zeros in that first column, pretty much, you will see, or you will know that that horse is a maiden. Another thing is, if we look at the details of the race, the description of it, you'll see this race is for maidens. I got it circled there. So that's another clue that this horse or this race is for horses that haven't won yet. And another way to see is the running line. So see the finish positions of those horses? I got it circled there. I know it's probably backwards, but if you don't see a horse in those running lines, if it didn't come in first, that means it's a maiden. So there's a few ways on past performances you can easily identify whether or not the horse is a maiden. One is in the top description of the race, who the race is for, the condition book, basically. And then, or the conditions of the race, I should say. Then on the top right-hand corner, the lifetime stats of the horse. You'll have a few columns that's saying overall how many races the horse has run, how many firsts, how many seconds, how many thirds. It's another easy way, the quick way that you can find it. And another way is the running lines. So, and I want you all to get good at running lines anyway, because they're going to be extremely important to see how the horse runs, what its running style is. So it's good to get good at those running lines, which is this little area right here. It shows you each race and where it started, where it finished. So that's what maidens are. Again, to recap, maidens are horses that never won a horse race, and they are maidens until they break their maiden or they win a horse race. That's when they break their maiden. So hopefully this video has been helpful, especially for if you are brand new to horse racing, just learning. I know I would hear these terms when I was first learning horse racing and handicapping, and I had no idea what they meant, and because I never heard of them, like a furlong. Nobody uses furlongs, to my knowledge, outside of horse racing. And I didn't know what maidens were. I remember hearing it in some like old Christmas songs or something, maybe, or folk songs. But so hopefully some of these terms, if I can make some videos explaining some of these terms, hopefully it'll be helpful for you, and you won't be you'll be kind of clued in when you're looking at your past performances or watching horse racing. All right, so be on the lookout for maidens. Don't be afraid to bet maidens, because they can offer a lot of value. And until next time, this is Weekend Handicapper. Happy handicapping and smart wagering.